All right, hello everybody, and welcome to our psychology agenda for the week of May 3rd through May 8th, 2020. This, of course, is the final week of new material. And so I'm going to show you what you'll be working on. It's involved, but it's interesting. And this will be the last thing we put in the grade book for you. So this week, of course, not only working on this and making sure this gets done, also, of course, go back into Power School and make sure that everything else is done correctly. I will be going through, of course, first part of next week, making sure all the things from this week have been will be put in. That will be done pretty quickly. I'm going to try to get that done Monday, maybe Tuesday at the latest. So, next week, next Tuesday or so, you can take a look and see what your grade looks like and make sure everything's in there the way it's supposed to be so that you can make your decision on how you want your second semester grade to go in the grade book. Of course, we know you've got your different options. You've got your PC19 option. You've got the use your third quarter grade as your total second semester score, and then you've got your third and fourth quarter together as your second semester score. So you're just going to have to take a look at that. Like I said, look Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, make that determination, and then and then you'll fill in the form. Obviously, that will not be in there just yet. I will put those up next week so that you can have some time to deliberate, determine how you want that grade to go, and then put it in the grade book. You'll then fill in that form when I put those links in there. All right, so here's as far as the last work that you'll do. You'll see on your module, on our abnormal psychology module, you'll begin with the treatment set. You'll just click on this, and it will walk you through everything you need to do. You begin by watching this brief introduction on the process of neurotransmission, and it's just a short little video how Prozac works. And then it talks about different types of biological treatments, in this case, of course, medical treatment, medicines, and then it walks you through the different activities. Activity 1, all right, and psychological or non-biological treatments, right? So types of therapy and things like that. And then you have activity 2. And then it comes with strengths and limitations of treatments and difficulties in evaluating the effectiveness of treatments. So the first thing that you'll do is, of course, read through this document that was created, kind of giving you the rundown on the different types of treatments, how they work, how well do they work, and then, of course, as you do that, you will work on the 2 activities. It links them here, but they are also, as you see, separate links on your module. And of course, I'll show you that there separately. But of course, read through that. You'll see here, of course, activity 1 and 2 broken out into separate activities on the module, but you really want to read through this first, okay? Then you'll see activity 1 broken down. Go to YouTube and search for personal stories of people who use antidepressants. Listen to both positive and negative stories. Once you have watched a couple stories, compose 1 to 2 paragraph response on the trends or any trends or patterns that you're seeing. That's it, okay? Positives, negatives of the use of antidepressants, all right? And then you submit it. Let's go back here, look back at activity 2. Activity 2. Once you've now read the other part of the document outlined above, it says research to find, and this doesn't have to be really extensive, okay? Research to find non-medical treatments for the following disorders. These 5 disorders: PTSD, bulimia, borderline personality disorders, general anxiety disorder, and schizophrenia. So non-medical. So we're talking about non-medication. What are types of therapies and other treatments that are out there for these different types of disorders? Of course, we know for many of these there are medical treatments, medications, and maybe other procedures, but this is non-medical. Types of therapies, anything else that have been non-medical treatments that have been developed for these 5 different disorders. Okay, like I said, this doesn't have to be ultra in-depth. You're just looking around and seeing what you can find. Just write what the non-medical treatment is, brief description. Boom, that's it. Okay? So then once you're done with that second activity and you finish reading through the initial document there, on here, the treatment right, then just finish out by reading through, and you're not going to have to do notes, you just read through this treatment PowerPoint. Okay, it's just 5 slides, and it just is making you think about different issues that you're confronted with when dealing with treatment, especially cultural issues, barriers because of culture, all kinds of things. Just read through it, okay? That's the last major thing you have to do. So once you get those 2 things submitted, read through the quick PowerPoint, very short and sweet, and then guess what? You are done, except for, of course, filling in the Google form to decide how you want your second semester grade factored in on your report card. But like I said, I will post those links later in the week to give me, a day or two, Monday or so, to get the stuff from this weekend, because then that will give you or this past weekend to give you a really good idea of where you stand in the grade and and how you want that factored in. So those will be posted next week. All right, that's it. So good luck, and I'll see you next week in a Zoom meeting if you need my help.